Kapa Hawaiian FM 100.3, 99.1 on Facebook and Instagram. Joining us today at the Kapa Cafe. Before we start, a big aloha and mahalo to our sponsor, Kona Grill House, Brian and the gang. You can call for your takeout orders today at 323-3512. And as promised, joining us at the Kapa Cafe today, all the way in the continent, J Moki Cho. Aloha mai.
What's up? Hi guys.
How you,
Hello. I'm doing good. How you guys doing? You guys doing okay?
Where my kai, bro? Where you at? Texas?
Yeah, I'm in Austin right now. So.
Wow, how long have you been there now?
I'm gonna say 5 years, or close to 5 years, almost 5 years. Yeah.
And what took you there?
How'd that happen?
I don't know. Just I needed a change, so I just came up here, and on a whim, because my job I could do a transfer up here, so I did, and then yeah, just stayed here because I loved it. It's great.
Wow.
Well, okay, for those of you who may not know Moki is a I guess originally for us is a Hilo musician, but most known for, at least where you may recognize him for, is in his role in Race the Sun with Halle Berry.
Oh God, that was ancient years ago.
How old are you, Moki? How old are you?
I was like, I think shooting it, I just turned like 19, and when it came out, I was like about 20 or 21, something like that.
Wow. Yeah, that was a long time ago, but one of the reasons why I bring that up, because that, you were one of those people that you had you were starting an acting career, and then you came out as a musician as well. Your album, I was blessed to play on it. I remember, and it was when was that? 95?
90, yeah, something like that. We're putting together. I think it came out in 98, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. But I mean, like I'm so old now that my brain is just like, I don't know really what year it was. But like, yeah, I think 98 maybe. I don't know.
Hey, Moki, so where is music? I mean, I hear there's some music still happening for you, even you being in Austin, Texas. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, last year I kind of told myself, okay, so this year I'm gonna kind of try to work on music, see what I can do with it. My taste has changed very much from when my last album that came out. So I was like, okay, I'll release like a couple of singles throughout the year to see how that is, because I have like all these genres that I kind of wanted to hit and kind of wanted to do. So that was my goal last year for this year. So that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Awesome.
Is it how is it different being a musician in Texas as opposed to being in Hawaii? Because in Hawaii, you had friends like Damon and places where there's like studio access everywhere. Do you have those options in Texas?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I work with one of like this producer Jake. He's like really, really, really great. I work with him up here, and then there's a couple of artists that I've met and that I'm working with or like to work with. One of them being this girl named Chloe. She's coming up with like an album soon. So it's good to kind of like get to know people up here to kind of get legs into gigging again, possibly, because I mean, I've just been like steady working, going home, sleep, work, go home, sleep, hence the, like the big stomach and everything. And that's all you do, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I would like to just kind of get back into music and hopefully, take things further from here once this COVID-19 thing,
Yeah. How is it for you guys in Texas, man? Is it pretty over here, I think on the Big Island, we haven't had a new case in a couple of weeks or so, or a month or so. How is it for you guys in Texas, man?
I mean, they say it's bad, but I mean, like, I'm glad that where I work, we're kind of taking precautions, but they say it's bad in the state. So I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's all who you know, but I mean, nobody's coming sick yet. So thank God.
Yeah. So Moki, the first release of the single, what genre are you focusing in on?
Okay, so I think the one that you guys going to start playing, I think, is that the one?
We started playing Enough for Me.
Yeah, for me, that one I was kind of wanting to go into like a 80s or maybe possible disco theme
Yeah.
to it.
It's
Like
all
there
kind
was
of
sort of
uptown funkish.
up down fungus. Yeah, I was thinking like I was thinking maybe climax or like just like sort of my inspiration was sort of ladies of funk.
What?
That was my inspiration, like ladies of funk, like I don't know. but I just like I like that kind of I like that era of music, so I kind of just stayed in that for that song. Yeah.
I love it.
Is acting still a part of your life at all?
No, not at all. I haven't even thought about it in like a while. You know what I mean?
So
No, not
after
really.
that movie, did you try to pursue an acting career, or it was one of those things like, that was cool and
You know what it was? It was just to the part where there was some stuff that was happening, and that I just and then my mom got sick, so I really couldn't go anywhere. So that kind of got put on the back burner, and I could just work on music because music would keep me in Hawaii at that time, right? So that's what I was kind of just focusing on at the time, and then I just kind of dropped off because I just wanted to just do normal stuff. You know what I mean? So.
Where does music come from in your ohana? Is that something that, your parents, your tutu, or that just, how did that be? How did that come for you?
I think a lot of, I think music has been like ingrained in our family. There's a lot of musicians in my family that are doing well right now. So which is great. So we're all part of that whole like vein of people who sing. You know, my mom is my mom's family mostly. No, my dad's family sings too because my dad's cousins are Kolea, right? So they sing. And then my mom is a kahele, so there's like Kwana there, so they sing. So like I have a lot of family that is in music. So
That's awesome.
Hawaiian music. Have you ever thought of doing some Hawaiian music?
I cannot. I tried in high school. I just cannot.
Too much ladies of funk, huh?
Too much ladies of funk. No, you know what I mean? Like, and I love listening to Hawaiian music. Believe me, like when I'm up here, it's all like listen to half of the time it's Hawaiian music. Hawaiian and 80s music is my jam. So when I listen to Hawaiian music, I wish I could, but I cannot yodel. I cannot ha'i. I cannot chant. So I just basically, singing ladies of funk. You just got me at 1:00 in the morning. Okay, like my brain is kind of off right now. So whatever I say, I apologize to you guys, whoever's watching this right now.
Oh, good. Where can people find your music, Moki?
Mainly we're releasing it. We're just doing digital releasing right now, so it's just mainly on like Spotify, iTunes, and Pandora and Amazon Music. That kind of stuff.
Awesome. How about any social media platforms now that you're going to be releasing music for people to follow you?
You can follow me on at J Moki Cho Music on Instagram, and I guess search for J Moki Cho on Facebook. I'm on there. I don't update my Facebook page as much as I would like to, but Instagram is where it's at for like if you want to check out some of my new stuff. I just had a new song that I released last month in July for my mom, who passed away. And then this month is going to be another like disco-ish type of thing coming up. So.
Awesome. Awesome.
Well, make sure you send them our way, bro. Is there anybody you want to say hi to on Big Island?
Yeah, all my family and friends, all of my, my Kahele family, my Cho family, everybody, the Milas, the Coitos, Batalonas, everybody out down there. Hello.
Let me ask you a
And to
question.
you guys, thank you. Hello.
Has anybody in your family inherited your 86 Accord?
Oh no, that thing is, I don't know where it is. It's gone. But yeah, it lives on in memories. And parts of somebody else's car. I don't know.
Oh, awesome.
Well,
yeah. Thank you very much for having me. I really, really appreciate it. And please be safe and God bless you guys.
You too, brother. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Okay, have a good one. Bye.